YouTube is your main TC the Barber. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell will let you know when I'm dropping my next video. So in this haircut tutorial, I'm going to be doing a mid fade. So let's get into it. So this next step, what I'm going to be doing is combing through the hair, lifting the hair up off the scalp and prepping it for my next step. Also is a way to check for any colics or anything that you need to know about before you start cutting. First step, I'm going to be coming in with my silver babbless skeleton. I'm going to be setting my first ball line around the head about midway. Cleaning the bottom of the hairs at the bottom of the ball line. And then we can move up to the next step. Switching over to the other side, just repeating the same steps. Notice how I'm making my lines nice and neat. It sets the foundation for the rest of the fade. Next up, I'm going to be coming in with my cordless Andy's Master, setting in my first guideline, going up about a ½ an inch around the head. I'm going to raise a little bit higher in the back. And we're going to repeat the same steps that we did on the right side. We're going to do on the left side. Right now with the lever all the way closed with my Andy's cordless master, so I'm going to go ahead and knock out my first ball line. As you can see, using the tooth of the blade to flick out at the ball line to get that blend. Now I'm going to open the lever up to half and continue to fade up to the first guideline, but I'm not going to go past that. I'm just flicking up and out to continue to fade the ball line until it's blurry. Repeating the same steps around the whole head. Starting out with the lever closed. I'm going to open that lever up to half. Now I'm switching over to the right side and I'm going to repeat the same steps. Starting out with the lever closed. Open the lever up to half. Continue to attack that line. Now that I got the ball line knocked out, I'm going to come in with my one guard with the lever all the way open. And I'm going to set in my second guideline, going up about a ½ an inch. And I'm just repeating the same steps. Now that I got the second guide set in, I'm going to go ahead and knock out my first guideline with the 1/16 guard with the lever all the way closed, using the tooth of the blade to flick up at the line And I'm gonna continue to tack that line. Now I'm gonna open that lever up to halfway and continue to fade, keeping it consistent. So coming around the back of the head, I'm going to repeat the same steps. 1/16 yard with the lever all the way closed. Now I'm going to open that lever up to half to continue fade. As you can see, I'm constantly brushing the hair down just to see what I need to fade and just keeping it consistent. Right now I took the guard off, the lever is adjusted to half. Whatever I couldn't get out with the 1/16 guard, I went down. So right now I took the guard off, adjust the lever to half, just because I know using this technique I was able to blend that line out, because I wasn't able to get it out with the 1/16 guard. Right now opening the lever all the way up and keeping it consistent. And I'm right on this side, right side, I'm just repeating the same steps. With the lever closed, with the 1/16 guard back on. And then I'm going to open that lever up to half to continue fade. And around the back side, this area of the hair was extremely difficult. Because he does have coarse hair. So as you can see, I did adjust my lever, my 1/16 guard, open to half. And like I said, just repeating the same steps. Back around the back of the head, like I said, this area of the hair was extremely difficult for me to fade. But I was able to work with it, man. I was able to put in work. Definitely took me a minute to fade it, just because, like I said, his hair is coarse. Right now with the lever halfway open, no guard, and now I'm just working the back right side of the head. And as you can see, those dark areas and those lines that I'm attacking and trying to make those areas blurry to bring this fade to, fade it the best of my ability. So right now with the number 2 guard on, with the lever all the way closed, and I'm just flicking up and out, taking the teeth of the blade into the hair and flicking all the way up and flicking out. I want to keep that shape coming outward. I don't want to go straight up with it, because he wants that shape to flow outward. So as you can see, just flicking up and out. And then my next step, I'll be coming back with the number 1 guard, starting with the lever all the way open. So right now, just using the 2, just repeat. I'm all the way around the head. It's another way also to flicking up and outward. Keep me from creating a harsh line that I can't get out. So now with the 1 guard, with the lever all the way open, as we talked about, now I'm closing it up to half. So I will be going in between half, open and close, using my lever plate just to blend this side of the head. Right now my lever is at half. So I'm moving pretty fast on this area, but I'm just repeating the same steps. Lever all the way open right now. Going to half. you can see, I'm brushing the hair the way it grows, and also cutting it the way it grows. Over this area, it goes. Sometimes it comes at an angle. Sometimes it's straight up and down. Just cut the hair the way it grows. It'll be easy to blend it. So back with the 1/16 guard, and as you can see, this area back here, it's tough, you know. So like I said, I had to put a lot of work in. Right now, lever is at half, and I'm just working that fade, man. Working that fade. Don't give up, you know. Just stay consistent. With the 1 guard, with the lever all the way open, just repeating the same steps as I did on the left side of the head. Starting out with the lever open. Now I'm going to close that lever halfway, and just continue to chisel at this cut. Now with the lever halfway, no guard. Like I said, it's sometimes you're not able to get out a line, and if you can't get it out, you always go lower. Go to a lower guard, or if you have to take the guard off and adjust the lever lower. And as I go up on the fade, you see me open the lever up, constantly brushing the hair down, just keeping it consistent. Back with the 1/16 guard right now. The lever is halfway open. Well, the lever is closed. And I want to open it all the way up. This is the 1 guard right now. So I'm moving pretty fast. I'm switching back in between the 1/16 guard and the 1/16 guard and the 1 guard with the lever all the way open. And I'm just doing some detailing right now. So with the no guard, with the lever all the way closed, I'm just going to be freehanding this area, knocking some of the hair down so I can edge them up. And I'm just getting the hair that's hanging over. Right now with the Gold Babyliss Skeleton FX, I'm going to start my guide using the guide starting in the middle, and I'm going to take it straight across to the left side, and I'm going to repeat the same steps to the right side. Starting in the middle is just a guide for me to use to keep me on track with the hairline. Sometimes if you're starting in the corners, and if you're starting on the right side of the head and then you start on the left side of the head, sometimes the lining can be off, so it just helps me to start in the middle of the head when I'm lining the front of the head up. Right now, in the corners also, edging up the corners, using the edge of the eyebrow to line the corners up. Now I'm coming back around to the right side of the head. And as you can see, I'm using the corners, and I'm using his eyebrow as another guide to not push the corners back. and that it works for me. I mean, everybody does it different, but this is the way I do it, and it works for me. So he wanted a side part. Yeah, you're just gonna keep it consistent. He don't want it too big, but he don't want it too small. So he's gonna make a sharp line and follow that line with some scissors. Just trying to be detailed on this cut, you know what I mean, just to make sure, you know, this cut is pop. Now YouTube, this is the cut. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell will let you know when I'm dropping my next video. You can also follow me on IG at TC the Barber, MN, and also Facebook at Tony T Clark. Thank you guys for watching and supporting, and I'm out. Peace.